Yeah. Season 0 is the start. To prove that you're a part, that's the climb we ride. Earn your bonus, earn your stripes. Follow the bosses, link in the chain. No fake fame, we measure game. Every tap, every talk, every move we make. Turn social love to a crypto state. They said it's just another app, another dream, but we turn defeat into a money machine. From Web 2 ghosts to Web 3 kings. Bosses make profits even in market swings. Boss up. Boss up! We run the exchange. Social turns to capital, feel that change. Work 5, baby, this ain't a game. Earn your rank, make your name. Boss up, level to the throne. From under boss hustle to a kingdom grown. They trade in silence, we trade with fame. Boss up, MOBFI, we change the game. Boss up. Coinbase, Binance, they keep the gold, but the mob's got plans they've never told. Every click, every follow, your account's in overdrive. Every boss eats even when the markets dive. Revenue split, transparency shown. We own the fees cause the network's grown. Your reach is your rank is the key. Unlock the doors of this new economy. Yes, new economy. Remember when we used to post for free? Now that post builds legacy. We were rich in likes, poor in pay, but the mob came through and flipped away. Boss up. Boss up, we run the exchange. Social turns to capital, feel that change. Work.
Happy Monday, Snoopy.
Somebody's been playing.
I had a day off on Sunday. Yes, That's what we get to do. I would love to make all kinds of content. Love it, bro. But yes, how you doing? How you?
That's what you do on your day off. You work.
I work. That's right.
Nice.
Well, but creative. Like I like that kind of stuff. You know, I like making music, like making some promo stuff. I'm working on some of that stuff too. Just the AI, man. It has me enthralled. Snoopy. It's amazing the stuff that it can do. But yeah. Look at the market too, right? Let's check out the map. Got to go to the map. Check it in. GMs. There you go. Look at the East Coast coming out as generals. Generals. Right on. Let me check in myself, everybody. You don't know.
Coming out of Atlanta.
ATL. Oh, look at you. That's a nice captain. Here we go. Another one in Atlanta. Oh, two captains. That's nice, right? Beautiful thing right there. All right. Oh, look, got the recordio. The audio's over there. Hold on. Give me a second, everybody. Right on. But yes, Snoopy, we just right there, man, bouncing along the rooftop. You know what I'm saying?
That close. It's that close.
It is that close. If you don't know what we're talking about, it's right there. It's just hanging out. Oh, Bitcoin. I'll go out to let's say max. You'll see it very clearly. Oh, well, let's go out to a year because we're close there. Right there.
I thought it was a 124,200 something was the all-time high.
My key, it's 23. So yes, we are there.
If you scroll down on the left side, it should tell you. Go down a little more. Down a little more. All-time high, 126,080. 5 hours ago.
Yeah. So we hit it.
We did it.
We hit it, but it's coming back. Like I said, dude, it's crazy. It's right there. It's all been building up anyway, right here, everybody. I mean, this is a year out, and ever since November of last year, we've just been going a little bit sideways, but a little up too. But Bitcoin, man, that's Bitcoin. That's the OG. But the other one that we love is Ethereum. We're going to talk about both of these today, Snoopy. I mean,
both of those.
Huh?
I like talking about both of those.
Hey, you're going to love what Tom Lee has to say again. Our good friend Tom Lee. He is an amazing guy. But he brings clarity. He helps people understand, why. Why does he believe? Why has he been so bullish, right? And plus, again, we understand. When you start buying it, you start making treasury companies, of course, you're very, definitely bullish. But there's a reason he did it as well, right? So let me get into the chat, everybody. It was no one but Tricky Dick. Yes, it was Tricky Dick from Yarba. Linda, hip, 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 hooray, Tricky Dicky. Yarba, I have no idea, Honolulu, what this song is. And you got it. Oh, look, okay, it's right there. Got Country Joe McDonald and the fish. I love it.
Don't leave out the fish. You got to include it.
You got to clean the fish. That's right. Love it, Honolulu. That's deep. That's deep down in the repertoire, right? Love it. Thank you for great knowledge. Jason, happy Monstrous Monday. To you as well, Jason, 5449. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, there we go. DK, it's Money Monday. Ooh, the 3 M's. DK, I like that. Money Monday. I like it. Good day. Thanks for joining us, DK. Mob rolling. It is, Carson. It is rolling. And it's picking up steam, brother. Boss up. I'm talking about. Spark and Mobtastic Monday. Week ahead. Web3 Wise Guys fam. Go Mob. That's right. My crypto adventures. For now. But mob bosses, right? It's gonna get tougher and tougher if you're not jumping in now, right? Love it, my crypto adventures. Love the video, Wise Guys. Thank you, my crypto love. Appreciate it. Thank you. And Eastern Digital, it's a pleasure to be here. Wishing everyone a productive session. We will have it. We're always productive. Love it. Thank you for joining us, Eastern Digital. Sup, boys? Happy Monster Monday. MOBFI Monday. You the man, Comfy. Good to see you. Hope we did have a great weekend. Hope you did. Can you explain why TikTok is offering influencers to do videos talking about what they know about crypto for a $2,500? What kind of genius came up with that concept? So you have to talk. Tell me, MG3, we're going to have a space after that, after the show, right? Let's talk about it. Tell me, man. Let's discuss that because that's I like that. That is pretty.
It sounds like it's Matt Gary's time to step up. If they're opening up the floodgates to crypto over there.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a great place. It's a great place over there. So yes, MG3 has millions and millions of people over there. So yes, very cool, bro. Thanks. Good evening, fam. KP Queen, good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. And Sabina loves Monster Mondays with the Wise Guys. And we appreciate you, Sabina. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for always being a boss. Thank you. For sure, Matt says. Thank you, bro. But yeah, right after the show, we'll jump right into it, right? We go right into spaces. And it's been great. It's been great hearing about all these different projects, Snoopy, and just people building, people getting pumped about, what's going on, bossing up and getting a revenue from an exchange. That's crazy stuff there. You know what I'm saying? Not too many people, you got to lock in on something like that, right? But getting into it, let me put on some background music real quick. See here. There we go. It takes a while because it'll. I gotta wait. Whatever leads me up. Yeah. There we go.
Have you talked to FOMO Head today?
I have not. The man, the myth, the legend, Apex. Yo, what's up, bro? No, what's up with FOMO Head?
No, I'm just sure he's in a really splendid mood today. Anytime you're hitting all-time highs, FOMO's in a good mood.
He is sometimes. Sometimes you never know. But yes, yeah. I would think he is. He's FOMOing. He's probably buying the top. I love it. But good to see you, Apex. Thank you, bro. Thanks for joining us. But look, man, this is kind of what we're getting into. Bitcoin. People are saying, right? We hear all kinds of different stuff, right? But BitGet executives cast doubt on return of altcoin season, but they're very bullish on Bitcoin soaring above 150. And also, too, it's like I said, we got news on both Ethereum and Bitcoin because they're both. It's very bullish for both, right? But even this is a forecast by Charles Edwards, founder of Capriol Investments. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get down to it. But that's what they're talking about, man. They think it's going to move very quickly because that's why we call it October for a reason, Snoopy. October and November, these 2 months, very bullish for crypto. If it's the bull season, these are great months for crypto. The last ending of the third quarter and the ending of the fourth quarter, very good. But then around Christmas, everybody takes low profits and does the family thing, right? But this Max report said investors' focus is rotating away from early stage bets towards scalable IPO-ready companies positioned for public markets. So yeah, there's a lot of cool. You can see too, obviously in the IRL in the real world, there's a lot of companies, a lot of AI companies, a lot of energy stuff that's spinning up, a lot of data, storage facilities. So there's all kinds of stuff spinning up. The economy. We hear that Trump talks about the golden age. and we shall see. Right now, it doesn't look like the gold age because the government's shut down, right? so we shall see. He says we're getting there, but we shall see. Yes.
I actually heard on the radio today that this set a record. It's the longest government shutdown, which surprised me because we're only like 6 days. It's like, really? That's the longest shutdown ever? So, and Polymarket and stuff is saying like, we're going to keep going further. You know, they're predicting, they got bets out there from 15 to 30 days. So,
yeah,
it's kind of crazy.
It is. Well, I mean, like I said too. I mean, before, I think it was more like everybody's playing the same game. This seems a little more like one side against another side. Before, again, everybody was playing the same game. Not saying that Trump is somebody. I hope he is. That he's going to do something, change. Really, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's going on that seems like a great change. But I'm never, never fully positive if everybody is still working on the same team. And that's just me, right? But again, look, we talked about this too. Judge tosses lawsuits against Yuga Labs over failure to satisfy the Howey test. So this NFT project, we all know, the Bored Apes, right? They're clear from all of this, lawsuit stuff. Yuga Labs marketed its NFT as a digital collectible with membership perks to an exclusive club, making them consumables rather than investment contracts. This is what the judge said, right? So that's what, like, you see that with a lot of NFT groups, right? But there are also some too that could be much more like a financial instrument. But yes, Bitcoin is doing well. So this is another thing. Bitcoin exchange supply has dropped to a 6-year low after the all-time high. So we are at all-time highs. And if you go down to this right here, this little golden line here, is Bitcoin balances on exchanges, right? So it is kind of falling off a little bit. Of course, not way back here, like in 2015. You're looking at 2015 here, everybody. Let's just say this line, because this is obviously coming across. This was in 2019, right? So on exchanges, this is the amount, same amount that was back on exchanges in 2019. But it is on a downward trend, and that is good news, right? Supply and demand. We like that. If there's less supply, that means this price could pump. That's what they're talking about with the 150,000. Let me put the financial stuff, because we're just up here, making jokes, right? Clowning around. We just like the color of these lines. They're just funny colors. But anyways, yes, that's another reason that you need to look at Bitcoin. This is funny, and you'll appreciate this, Snoopy, because people always tell you, especially when we know what's happening. We believe, right, very strongly what's going to happen in the future, Snoopy, right? But people are always saying, they're going to look back and they're going to say, man, you're so lucky. You're the luckiest guy ever. How did you do it, man? So this is saying how to get lucky in Bitcoin. Yeah. Do 100 plus hours of research, right? Both of you and I, we have done this over that. Discover what inflation is and act on it. Okay. All right. Take a leap of faith. Buy $100, right, of Bitcoin, right, or Ethereum. I would say both. This is very much a Bitcoin maxi. But if you would also do this with Ethereum, same thing, everybody, right? Lose 50% plus and learn to hodl. Yes, even though you lost half of what it was valued at, you held. And guess what? You scooped up a little more. Yeah? You buy more despite the risk. Watch tens of hours of YouTube videos on how to move your private keys off an exchange. Yes, we have self-custody over here. We're fully responsible for the assets that we hold. Yeah, don't lose your seed phrase. That would be a horrible. It would be. That's the worst. Reject the hundreds of crypto scams. They come at us every day, everyone. Your DMs, your X DMs, your Telegram one. It is a crazy train wreck. But do nothing besides buy for 5 years, right? If you follow,
DCA.
Yeah. If you follow this plan, you can be successful in crypto, everyone. Yeah. I mean, and I would definitely put in there, find a very solid community that you can, do this journey with, right? I would say that's very important. Because again, I mean, not some of these Bitcoin people, they do this on their own, but they got a pretty good, obviously, community, right? Got a lot of people that can help them out, right, along the way. But Domsky, happy Monday to all. I've loved watching you guys, and thank you for the ideas you've shared. We've learned. Thank you, Domsky. Appreciate that, brother. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you, man. Good stuff. Sal, good to see you. How you doing, Sal?
How are you?
Doing great. Just going over how people are going to tell us how lucky we were that we got in here, right? It's just a funny post. All this stuff, all this train wreck we've been through, the ups and downs, all the people rugging us, all the scams, right?
We're so lucky, right?
We're so lucky. We're so lucky.
What's a rug? I've never been rugged. What's a rug?
You've never been rugged. Yeah, that's it. But it is, we're close to all-time highs, kind of what we're talking about with both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Then this is another one. Look, this is a real estate giant, Open Door. You ever heard of Open Door? They're now accepting Bitcoin and crypto. That would mean Ethereum and some other crypto to buy a home, right? So this is one of the biggest real estate, agents in the world, right? Where they are actually, there it is. Bitcoin acceptance for $6.2 billion real estate platform operating 44 U.S. markets as the company stocks jumps to $8.38 because they are now with this funny internet money, right? This funny joke that it's not real. Now you can buy a home, and that should make it pretty real. Yeah. Pretty interesting, right? So, Open Door Technologies will accept Bitcoin and crypto for home purchases. That's their CEO. He just confirmed it yesterday, right? So that's huge, man. This is it's a San Francisco-based headquartered company, and buying homes with Bitcoin, all this kind of stuff. The timing aligns with Bitcoin's all-time high of 125. We're getting up a little higher. We'll see. But the company, they all employ 1,500 people. It's a large company, and they're spread out all over the U.S. And they're embracing crypto payments. Do you think that's a good bullish thing for where we're at?
Yeah, we've heard for like the last 2 months, like this $4 trillion market cap seems to be our resistance. We just, every time we bump over it, we come back below it. We just can't get over it. Like, this is how we go from 4 trillion to 5 trillion, 6 trillion, 7 trillion, 8 trillion is all this money coming into the ecosystem, man. It's going to be great.
It is. It's kind of crazy. Like, what do you think, too, Sal? Like, think about just back, I don't know, a few years ago, all these, like an FTX thing, those are big, horrible train wrecks and bad news. I mean, all we have, and that's why I'm kind of shocked where we're not higher, is we have nothing but bullish, crazy news of adoption and everybody, taking it on. I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying it's weird from where it was, and it was bouncing around. I thought we would be crushing it as all of this news, keeps rolling out. I mean, it's very bullish, don't you think?
People. So a lot of these projects that are out are all doing, shady shit on the back end, and it's 90% of them. I don't care what anybody says it is, and they're extracting, so they're not putting anything back into crypto. They're taking it out. You know what I mean? Yep. And that's going to affect the price.
That's true.
Oh, wow.
I'm sure there's definitely a lot of manipulation, 100%, right? And I agree. Yep. But this is Tom Lee. We were talking about him earlier. One of my favorite guy, Tom Lee. Very bullish because I like Ethereum, right? I'm just telling you. I like when the guy.
When I go trick or treating this year, I'm going as Tom Lee.
I'm going to do what it is. I'm going to be Tom Lee. But Bitmine, which is their treasury company, right? This is crazy. He keeps just adding it, man. I mean, he's, like I said, he's the Michael Saylor of Ethereum and doing what Strategy is doing with Bitcoin, Tom Lee, and several other ones, right? But he's the kind of the head lead that is, but plus there's Joe Lubin, who is also doing this stuff. He's from the ETH Foundation and things like that. But these two guys, they're crushing it. They're crushing it for ETH. And again, just continue stacking it because he is buying more all along the stuff, right? All along these dips and things like that. So, his latest purchase, right, of ETH surpassed 2.83 million tokens, more than 2% of the second largest cryptocurrency supply. And again, I understand, right? Look at this out. I understand that is a lot of centralization, but it is also too how, you know, there's got to be people pushing it, everybody. And I mean, that's what you look at. You know, anybody, any project that had, like, if you had 5 Michael Saylors, that project's going to be very successful. All he did is go buy a crap ton of Bitcoin and then go tell and preach it from the mountaintop. That's all he's doing, right? And again, he's got a lot of connections as well. But you're seeing a lot of companies come in because of what Michael Saylor did. I think it's the same thing here with Ethereum. Yeah. Let's see. Hold on, Apex. When wise guys? Oh, when we yeah. I think when the I would say Apex. I would say when the exchange goes live. Man. When the exchange goes live, we're planning Apex. We're planning over here, bro. You're a part of it. What are you talking about? It's good. Evan, yo, what's up, wise guys? Evan, good to see you, brother. Thanks for joining us. Hello there, pretty Sal. Finally to see you. There you go. There you go, Evan. Awesome. But yes, everybody, good stuff. And I'm gonna take this down and listen to Tom Lee. And I want your reaction because he's going to get back into this in 1971, right, when we went off the gold standard. And listen to where he's equating what's happening right now. It's very, very interesting, and I think he has a great point. Again, Tom Lee, hold on. What's happening right now is very, very interesting, and I think
Ethereum to me is the new Wall Street. You know, in 1971, the dollar went off the gold standard. Okay. Now, everyone thought in 1971 the play was gold, but actually in 1971 the dollar became synthetic. It no longer was backed by anything, and that's when Wall Street stepped in and said, okay, we got to make sure that the euro, or well, you're doing the German franc or whatever, German mark or the French franc doesn't become dominant. So Wall Street built products to make sure everyone used a synthetic dollar. Wall Street was the big play in 1971. In 2025, we're making everything synthetic. We're starting with tokenizing the dollar. And then, as you know, Wall Street's going to tokenize equities and everything I just listed. Massive opportunity. Ethereum is in a super cycle because of that. Equities and everything I just listed. Massive opportunity.
Crazy, right? I'm just saying the way he's thinking about it. I mean, that's kind of how a lot of that took off, right? I mean, I guess I know that we can print dollars. I know it wasn't a great thing, right? But it did spur on a lot of innovation here in the U.S. And now what he's saying is the same thing, but it's Ethereum. You got anybody thoughts? Thinking that's maybe kind of true? Yeah. Yeah.
Possibly. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
didn't know that about Wall Street either, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's where all, like, if you go look at all the stuff, like they had all kinds of, you know, more in the 90s, like with derivatives, they made all kinds of fancy ways to make even more synthetic stuff, right? And they were just leveraging like crazy, right? And that's all I'm saying. You're seeing everything that's going to start rotating in here. It's not just going to be stable coins, right? But it is the first one. And it's kind of a foundational one because that's how we're going to all trade value, right? We need something that we all say is $1, right? And that's kind of the first thing. And then you're going to see all kinds of stuff start being in here. And then you got, you know, a whole new financial system like we've been talking about. It's going to take a bit. But I just said, I think it's interesting. I think Ethereum is one of these. There may be some more that come along. I heard somebody today, I didn't really kind of pull it up, but he's also saying Solana is there with that. I don't know. It's not as robust and secure as something like an Ethereum, right? But I don't know. I mean, who knows? There could be plenty of other chains, maybe just specifically in certain, different categories, right, that are doing all of this RWA stuff. I don't know. What do you think, Snoopy? Anything?
Yeah, I seen a chart somewhere, and I can't remember if it was the TVL or something, with Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, Avalanche, all of them lined up to each other. And dude, like, it blew me away. The chart on ETH was astronomically, like, just leaps and bounds higher than everything else. It blew my mind. It may not be total volume locked. I can't remember what the chart was, but I was like, holy crap. You know, like, people's fudded ETH for a long time. Like, oh, ETH is over, ETH is done. Like, that shows how much money is still, financially involved in ETH, all these institutions and all this stuff. And we've discussed this a million times. Like, maybe Solana's getting there, dude. It wasn't like 3 years ago the chain was crashing and all this stuff. So I don't know if the institutions are ready to trust their businesses and all that stuff on the chain. We know it's the Degen Casino and stuff, but man, ETH has always been the standard for that, right? And Bitcoin is still too slow and clunky. Like no institution is going to use that for consumer use at all.
No. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot. There's Sui, there's Say, there's other ones, there's other chains, but I don't know. Like, we'll see. But yes, it's been around the longest, and I'm sure that they're integrating. Most of these institutions have been starting to work and integrate all this stuff too, right? But this is another thing. Grayscale launches staking for Ethereum and Solana ETPs in the U.S. first. So now these institutions are not just now buying and being holders of Ethereum. Now they're getting like what they would understand as dividends, right? This is a big deal, everybody. They're going to just start locking up more and more and more, right? So this is, like I said, I mean, it is what's happening. Mass adoption is happening. It's starting with the big wigs, right? They are definitely getting their positions. But man, this is great. I'm just saying, it's great news that they're doing. I always thought that this is going to be more of a security. I mean, you're literally having an asset that's yielding you. Anyways, I'm not going to get into it, but it's just yielding you reward. Money. I mean, you're just getting more and more money by staking it, securing the proof of stake network of Ethereum, and I mean, I think it's a big deal, right? Now that we are able to, anybody, even the normies, can do this now with these ETFs, yeah. And then look at this here, banking giant. They don't like what's going on, everybody. They do not. They're not a fan. They, I know you get a kick out of that, Sal. Stablecoins could drain $1 trillion from the global banks, and they're not happy. Okay, it's funny, but this is happening. They can't stop it now. Like I said, the stablecoin bill was a big deal, and it didn't just kind of make it where only banks are going to be able to do it. Right? I think we'll see. I don't know if they're going to lose full control. They're going to still have their little grubby hands and stuff like that, right? But they're going. It's just like I said. It's just going to be more open and not fully controlled, right? We shall see. Let me see. I'm trying to. There we go. But look, this is just so you know. This is talking about countries that are they're going to get hammered by it. Some of them are like India, China, Brazil, right? These are massive holders that are vulnerable countries to their current deposit bases, right? Just saying. So these are at least some of the countries but these ones right here, obviously the big ones, and they're mostly the BRICS countries, right? They were trying to get rid of and smash the dollar. I understand that too. I have no hate for them to do that either. I get it. They were getting hosed by us printing money as well. So just saying, a lot of big things are happening, but these emerging markets drive stablecoin boom, and they're holding 2/3 of the supply, right? It is kind of wild to see and be at least to be ahead and know and understand what's going on here. But it's pretty cool. This is another thing. Stablecoins will force everyone to share yield. That's what they're saying, right? That's why I had this story up here. This is why. Where is that other one? Oh, come on, man. Where the banks did not like it, and this is the story, right? They don't like it because they're going to have to share their yield. They don't get to keep it all. This is what we've been telling you about the middleman and all this kind of stuff. Is right. If you hold the stable coin and you are smart enough to stake it in some place or protocol or wherever you want, you get to earn the yield from it, not a bank, right? And that's all I'm saying. It's really cool, like I said, how this can start really helping everyday people, right? I get it. It's going to be a weird transition, but we'll see. And here too, BMaps. You guys know you know about that one that it's like a decentralized mapping network. You ever heard of Hive Mapper?
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you don't know, Sal, you hook this up into your car. I think I told you like last week. You can hook this up to your car and it's mining this token while you're driving. So it's mapping everywhere you're going, just like Google Maps. So this is a decentralized Google Maps, and while you're doing this thing is mining their token. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So what do they charge you for the unit though?
I think last time I seen it was like $350 to $400, right, to get the unit. I don't know exactly how much you earn, right, from it, but I mean, if this is a thing that you're mining, and if it gets obviously past what you put in, but it's also part of the DeepIn stuff. That's why I bring this stuff up. I like DeepIn. There's a lot of stuff, man. There's a lot of things that are going on there, and this is a very cool project. Might want to look into it because I like that kind of stuff. Where if you're out there, look, if you're an Uber driver or you're delivering Uber Eats, you're getting paid twice, everybody, right? So you're delivering, you're doing your thing, and then you got this thing mining while you're driving around your city. Just saying, something to look at if that's what you do. It's pretty cool. It is beautiful, Scott. It is beautiful. I love it. Great stuff out there. And Emin, MOBFI. Wallet synthetic. I don't know. We'll see, Emin. But I'm pumped. I want to have a little part of the fees, Emin. I want some of the fees as a boss, bro.
Now, hasn't the Hive Mapper, hasn't that been out for quite a while?
Yes, at least like 4 years, bro. Let me. I'll go over there. Let me see. I don't know if it's called Hive Mapper. I think it's what's it mean? Hive. Here it is. All right. Yeah, it's called Honey. Let me go to Max. All right. So since 2023, right? So 2 years, not bad. But like, dude, this is crazy. That's what I was first looking at it back here because this is bonkers, right? It just started taking off, and then like everything else, right? It's back down. That's what it does. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked into it. It's Solana, right? And then you go over here, and that's what I mean. Go take a look. Hivemapper.com. And I don't think is this maybe where it's not all the time where you have to buy it. There it is. Okay, so buy it because that's what you're asking, Sal. Oh, it's up. It's up. So it was last time I looked, it was 350, 400. Inflation, Sal. Inflation. So that is a little more, right? But they don't know. Oh, here's one. 49 Wi-Fi. This is okay. This is why it's more LTE and Wi-Fi, right? So I don't know. It's an AI camera, right? AI camera. But interesting stuff. I'm just saying that's another DeepIn project. And then did y'all see this? MetaMask, 30 million rewards program, right? They are saying it's soon. It's soon. I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready because yes, I'm sure. I'm sure the NFTs, like we've talked about it a couple times, previous shows, we've been saying that they're also going to reward some of the OG people, not just the new people that are dealing and messing around with the MetaMask wallet. So MetaMask will launch a rewards program with over $30 million in incentives for users. The rewards will will begin ahead of the wallet's upcoming token launch. And they will include Linea tokens from Consensus Ethereum layer 2. So it's still no time frame. You got to kind of lock in. Follow them on X, right? People are saying when MetaMask launch before November. Nobody is believing it's before November. So soon is whatever they say it is, right? There's been chatter about MetaMask rewards leak. This is Joseph Lumen. Those concepts were early prototypes and not live, but the vision behind them is very real. That's what he's saying. It's something to look at. I'm looking forward to it, and I've used MetaMask a lot, so we should get a nice little reward.
I wonder how this is going to work. I wonder if it's something like OpenSea's doing right now, and I'm not doing it. But they've got their treasure chest over there. You can farm the C points every day. You go in and you make so much volume on OpenSea. I wonder if MetaMask is about to do something like that, where you're actually trading. You're doing volume just to get a piece of that 30 million pie. So
right, yeah,
be interesting to see.
Well, I remember when they were doing all that anyways. Remember you had to buy it, like you do a swap, you do it directly in MetaMask. Everybody's saying that's how crazy it's been, everybody. If you haven't been around here that long, ever since I got in here, they were always talking about a MetaMask token, right? You got to mess around with the protocol, do the swap, do all this stuff. I've been doing it, right? So we should get a decent one. And were you ever trying to farm that stuff, Sal? When they were talking about it? No.
Yeah, I mean, I found a little bit, but it's a pain in the ass. You know what I mean, to do that.
Yeah.
But I have been using MetaMask is my only EVM wallet I use. So, yeah, they better hook that shit up. I've had it for a long time.
Oh yeah, yep, me too. But look at this is just kind of just showing you, everybody. We are like, people talk about jobs and what's going to look like, but Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, they're all hiring massive amounts of people for crypto, right? And I'm just kind of showing you some of the type of jobs, right? So Binance, this cycle is about quality over quantity. So they're looking for 303 roles according to the website. Bulk of them, 114 of them, engineering, everybody. Engineering team, okay? But this is, you should look and you can make pretty educated decisions of this kind of stuff, right? Gate, 30 million users mark in July. So these are pretty big exchanges. Again, who knows how many different accounts people have, right? But they got the second biggest exchange in the world, and the trading volume has 167 trading volume has 167 roles open. So they're hiring as well. MEXC, BitGet, 129 positions open. Like I said, all of them. Here's Coinbase. You got 318, right? 318 job openings. And most of these, I remember in the bear, they were all firing people, right? So look again, 440, 102. All these exchanges are hiring because guess what, everybody? Exchanges, they bank over here. They do very well, right? That's why I'm so pumped about being able to share in the revenue of fees by just leveling up and being a boss. Yeah. And then you see this CoinGecko said something burbish tomorrow. And that was yesterday. So I don't know. They had a space, didn't they? Anybody see the space? Anybody look at that?
I didn't catch the space that they did. Nope.
Okay. But yeah, it's about the Moonbirds. Moonbirds to launch their Burb token on Solana. They're one of the few NFTs that are crushing it, right? They've been pumping for a while. I think you were messing around in a little bit, Snoopy, right?
I was, yep. Still am a little bit.
Okay. You have anything to do with the Moonbirds, Sal? No?
No.
Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah, me either. I'm just saying. But if you want, like I said, sometimes these are pretty good, right, when they launch. But a lot of times you might want to wait a little bit, let them bottom out because they do bottom out, especially if however they're doing it. I haven't really, like I said, heard too much about how they're doing this. But obviously a lot have to do with their NFT collection, right? Those people are going to get a lion's share. And as they should. It's their project, right? So we'll see. But most of the times when you're doing this, I don't know. I'd wait because they're going to pump and then they're going to dump. And then you go and get where you feel the floor is. Yeah. And again, just going over to the birds, the Moonbird is burbish. Yeah. So they are announcing things like this. So this is October 2nd. They're telling you it's coming soonish. And that's kind of the deal. And then I just wrapping it up with this, everybody. I mean, there's some people that everybody's learning. Maybe some new people are starting to get into X. We start seeing new associates coming in through the mob game. Very good to see the growth and things like that. But this I thought was very important because some people still using the hashtags, okay? And this is not something, and it looks, I would say, spammy and not good, right? And it has no benefit at all anymore, right? And I'm just being, because if you go down, look, they asked Grok, and Grok is saying on X, hashtags are considered dead because the platform's AI algorithm prioritizes engagement and personalized feeds over tags for visibility. Elon Musk stated, please stop using hashtags. The system does not need them anymore, and they look ugly. While they can help with searches, overuse may make posts seem spammy and limit reach per 2025 analysis from sources like Immediate Futures, Sprout Social. Focus on quality, content instead. So this is from the horse's mouth, everybody. So I mean, I know it's Grok, but Elon Musk and several people have been saying this too. So I know it does not. I get it. I know. Funny because Grok will use hashtags when creating expos. It does. It is. I've told you several times that sometimes these AIs, they are delusional, right, Night Owl? They will tell you whatever you want to hear, okay? And it is. It's true. You can't take it for what it says. I love watching some of these programs because people act like they're in this real conversation and ChatGPT is giving them some secret, deep state information. It's letting you go down your delusional, rabbit hole, right? Don't just watch it. That's all I'm saying. Is the hashtag issue only on X or is it cross? I don't know. I mean, like even tonight, MG3, since he's on TikTok, Robin, I would ask him, right? He's got millions of followers over there. I would say YouTube, it's a little bit, it is helpful. I mean, like I could tell you on our titles, sometimes when I use the money sign or a hashtag, it does make, more, people come and watch. I do see a little bit of bump sometimes, but I don't know. I'm just saying, I think it is changing. I think there's so much AI stuff that the algorithms are completely going to be different. Like I used to do SEO, Robin, like ranking websites to do all that kind of stuff. It is ridiculous now. I mean, it's an AI algorithm. All the old tricks do not work anymore, right? So a lot of things have been changing, Robin. So I wouldn't use them as much. I would, like it said, I would focus more about your content and what you're putting out, right? And there's nothing wrong with using the AI Night Owl. Just, lay off the hashtags, lay off the dashes. Apex was just saying that to you guys too, right? Don't make it look so robotic, right? Don't. Look at what it tells you, let it spit out whatever you're trying to get at, and then make it your own, right? Don't just copy and paste. Anybody, any other suggestions, you guys, with social media, anything? No?
I don't know why I call them ugly. I like hashtags. I always thought they looked good, like getting your attention on what the subject matter is. So I don't know. I like the hashtags, the dollar signs, all that stuff. So, but I don't use them anymore. I mean, back when he said stop using them, I stopped using them. So,
right. Yep. I
never really use them anyways to begin with. I never really use them.
You never used them ever?
Not really, no.
Right. Yeah. Even the ad stuff, right? I mean, unless you're really there's a purpose, right? Like today, I was just playing around. I finally got access to Sora, right? Have you all got Sora yet?
No, I haven't used it yet.
Okay. I would at least get in the line because I was able to get in finally. But I would get the app and get in line. But just know, and I was not happy because it maps your face. It does the whole thing, right? But again, we are moving into a new future, right? But it now that it knows me and I'm doing all this stuff like that, I was speaking to it, so it knew my voice. I can upload any content, and it'll be exactly me. If you look at the post that I did today, I know that's Jake Paul. It looks, you would think that was him saying it, right? It's not. It's just me uploading words, right? So now it is getting pretty realistic, right? It's kind of crazy.
Yes.
Go ahead, Sal.
No, I was saying yes, it is. I was just watching something on that today, where eventually you're not gonna be able to tell the difference if it's real or not. You can start like that now with a lot of things. So
right.
And they actually use Sora for an example.
Yeah, well, and it does. It tells you when you're doing this stuff, right? It tells you need to leave that watermark up there, right? Because it's going to show you that hey, this is a deep faker, right? This is not the real person speaking, right? I'm just telling you, when you look at the terms of service, look through it, everybody, or they're going to boot you, right? I'm just telling you some of this stuff how it is, at least that my experience so far being in it. The other thing is you can allow other people to use your likeness. I did not. Right, but you'll see the people that are allowing people to use their likeness to do any type of content. Just very, like I said, it's unusual. It's crazy. I don't ever use what is exactly. Yes, I know. I wasn't saying. Yeah, I get it. Absolutely, no more hashtags. There you go, Jason. I'm telling you. Good. Thank you. But we better get to battling.
He should have used hashtag no more hashtags there, is what I would have put.
What?
I said he should have used hashtag no more hashtags.
Yeah, that's right. No more hashtags. I am no math magician, but I have corrected Gemini's Grok and GPT calculations more than once, and they have all apologized and corrected their numbers and replied to reflect that it is. Good for you, Comfy, right? That's a flex when you got to correct. And look, that's one of the best things that they're good at. Math, data, that kind of stuff. When you're speaking in like conversational stuff, that's where it gets wonky. That thing goes off on some, rabbit trail. It does. It's crazy. But yeah, let me bring it up there. You got it. That's you. Yeah, right on. All right. Where are you? Okay, wise guys. Gotcha. We next time too. Yeah, we should have did mob and then mob. My bad. I should have said something. But let me see here. Mob chain. We got the new music. I got the create this weekend. It's good.
Season 0 is the start to prove that you're a part. That's a climb we ride. Earn your bonus, earn your stripes. Follow the bosses, linking the chain. No fake fame, we measure gain. Every tap, every talk, every move we make. Turn social love to a crypto stake. They said it's just another app, another dream, but we turn a feed into a money machine. From Web 2 ghosts to Web 3 kings. Bosses make profits even in market swings. Boss up, we run the exchange. Social turns to capital, feel that change. Work 5, baby, this ain't a game. Earn your rank, make your name. Boss up, level to the throne. From under boss hustle to a kingdom grown. They trade in silence, we trade with fame. Boss up, MOBFI, we change the game. Boss up, MOBFI, we change the game. Coinbase, Binance, they keep the gold, but the mobs got plans they've never told. Every click, every follow, your account's in overdrive. Every boss seats, even when the markets dive. Revenue split, transparency shown. We own the fees, cause the network's grown. Your reach is your rank is the key. Unlock the doors of this new economy. Of this new economy, yeah. Remember when we used to post for free? Now that post builds legacy. We were rich in likes, poor in pay, but the mob came through and flipped away, yeah. Boss up, we run the exchange. Social turns to capital, feel that change. Work 5, baby, this ain't a game. Earn your rank, make your name. Boss up, level to the throne. From under boss hustle to a kingdom grown. They trade in silence, we trade with fame. Boss up, MOBFI, we change the game. Boss up, MOBFI, we change the game. Boss up, MOBFI, we change the game.
Yeah, that's right. I listened, Tim. I like it. That's why I used it.
Pixels to profits, from tweets to trust. We built this from the ground, the Sam or bust. The age of the boss, your reach moves markets. Socialist capital, enough of the circus. Boss up.
Jonesy. You got Jonesy in the lead or you? Who's leading? I got a new person, Jonesy. Oh, no, there you go.
I see him.
What?
I see him. Jonesy.
I'm just saying, he was at the top, man. That's great. Congratulations, Jonesy.
Step into the circle, the mob's alive. Crypto energy, feel the spark ignite. No wallets to link, no names to show. Anonymous legends, let the challenge grow.
Tex-Mex Reno. Put back the lead.
Just stepping inside, 1,000 join, we pay no ID, no strings, no stress, no fear. The MOBFI future, yeah, the time is here. Other games want your keys.
Hey, when this one's over, why don't you tell them what you're thinking, your idea? Yeah.
Okay. You want to do it tonight?
I don't know. I don't think we can do it tonight, but we could do at least a decent sized job.
Okay.
Yeah. It could. I mean, like I said, yeah, we just talk about it. But yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Okay.
At least let them know, right?
The MOBFI way, stacking that crypto, you join, we pay no ID, no strings, no stress, no fear. The MOBFI future, yeah, the time is here. No wallets to risk, no secrets to tell. The mob's got your back and we do it well. Together we rise, together we stand. MOBFI challenge all across the land. 21 days, the MOBFI way, stacking that crypto, you join, we pay no ID, no strings, no stress, no fear. The MOBFI future, let's make it
Right on, everybody. Almost a full house. There we go. Right on.
It is a full house, 25.
Oh, you got 25. I have 23.
Yep.
Right on, everybody. Good job. Excellent. But I'll keep it low. Let them know your idea. We're going to run a big job, everybody. At least, I want to show you. If you listen to what Snoopy's about to tell you, right? I will do this constantly, okay? And, it's just kind of like I said, it's about getting seeing, all of our stuff, all the stuff, getting social, and you guys helping out, right? Doing what we need to do. Same thing too, Sal. If you come up with ideas, right? Wise guys, this channel can help run and push things that you want to do, right? You come up with ideas, you say them on here, tell us how you want to run something. You'll hear what I'm talking about. If Snoopy has an idea, just whatever, right? We can all use this channel, is what I'm saying. You come on the show, you're part of the wise guys, wise women, right? Whatever. It's with the same thing. And it's all good. Right on.
So yeah, we've told people for the last few weekend spaces that you can use this thing cross platforms, right? Like this doesn't have to be used strictly on X. So I was talking to Ray today and I was like, you know what? We need to give more comments after the show. We appreciate all the comments during the show. Like those were fantastic. But to trigger the YouTube algorithms, it's all based a lot off the comments after the show. So what we're going to start doing is, and you guys can start tonight. I don't know if we're starting the contest tonight or if we're going to roll with it a couple days and then start it. But what we're going to do is you're going to loop back after the YouTube show is over. You're going to go back in there and you're going to click the link again and you're going to go drop a comment on it. And what that is that's the comment after the show. And that's what feeds the algorithm. And then the next day, we're going to go through all the comments. We're going to find the best one we like as a group. And that person is going to get a personalized mob job ran to them in the Web3 Wise Guy channel for 250,000 mob. So when we set that job up, we will, have the conversation with that person, make sure they're ready. And what we're telling the community is this is one job you can't do. So don't jump in there and try to do it because all that's going to do is get you put in timeout for about a week. We're just going to boot you from the Telegraph and then we'll let you back in because that job is set up primarily for that one person that dropped that comment. So make sure that it's just a good way to monetize the community even further on a totally different platform.
And if it starts getting crazy, everybody, we'll definitely move it up to 500,000, a million, right? These can go up very quickly, right? If we get a lot max participation, right? We get a whole bunch of that kind of stuff. You look, and seriously, yeah, everybody as a community member. If you're the person it's called stealing, right? You steal it from the person I'm trying to give it to, it ain't gonna be good. And I'm just being straight. It's very simple. I'm going to tell you who we're giving it to, and it's just their job. And we'll see. Like I said, it's we're going to test it out a little bit. I think it's kind of cool, and I thought it was a great idea. So yes, I like it, man. You the man. Let me do a job now. We're going to do 10 million. Whoa! Yes, we're gonna get after it. All right. You're not battling? Okay, good. I see them playing mob again. All right. But it's gonna be. I mean, we're gonna put the metrics up there. You know what I'm saying? 45 at least. 45 for 10 million, right? Don't you think?
I like it.
From the dust, we mining the gold, exchange live, field of all run cold, timeline lit, yeah, that signals heat, the MOBFI launch and we run this feed, jobs in motion, bolts in demand, wanna lift that bag, need two strong hands, not a demo, live cold,
40, we'll go with 43.
no cap, no box, no rented pump, just mobs, just raise that digital jump, don't chase hype, I chase that screen, watch the candle flip from red to green.
Hey, oh, back it up, then MOBFI pays first, work that feed, every scroll puts in work, millions on chain, no delay, only boats, only jobs, unlock pay, battle hard, level up on that flame, for clout, we play for game, golden speed, proof of grind,
Oh, look at that. Hey now, jobs up. Get it? Ooh, that's nice. Get it?
Cool, still stack that play, show up, click MOB away, we don't fall fluff, we
No need for cash, no need for your name. Just pick up your phone and join the game. Your activity is your value, son. Tap a little harder, the race has begun. Dun, dun, dun.
You saving your voices for the past show spaces? No. Nope. I got a whole crowd. I got a whole crowd, buddy. Cheryl Burner reposted the stream. Thank you, Cheryl. You're awesome. Wasn't trying to flex, although I low-key felt like a brain the first time it happened. Comfy, you're crazy, bro. Disagree, it's definitely beneficial to check them out. It is. Comfy. They trying to get you, man. You gotta research the researchers, bro. Right. You the man, Comfy. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's see. This is a big one. I don't even know about how well it, let's see. I wondered how much that is per individual. We'll see. Oh look, they're getting there. But yeah, like even with he was talking about, we have great participation. What he just said, individual will get a big bonus, and we'll keep running jobs like this. I appreciate everybody battling. Keep battling up in the Web3 Wise guys. We'll do big jobs. We'll do things like this, right? Because we're rolling into spaces after this, yeah. And it's great. You got a whole bunch of people watching, a whole bunch of people ready to roll into spaces after this. And yeah, that's kind of what it's all about, everybody, right? I'm happy to have big jobs. Happy to big jobs. But you got to keep battling. You got to battle. You got to raise that treasury. It's a nice circle of life. Uh-oh. Oh, we're only 5 in. My bad. I don't need to uh-oh. And I'm not even doing it. Look, I'm not even doing it. See?
Gotta believe.
Uh-oh. That's it.
They're easy, bro. That's getting
We're in the
easy.
yellow. I went weak. I didn't know. It's all good. Good times. Good times. Oh yeah. Yeah, especially if sometimes, Sal, if you're speaking in spaces, you could tell me. I could run a job there, you know what I mean? Just saying.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting about the jobs like during the day.
Mhm.
I'm so used to just like you know what I mean, at nighttime.
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
do.
so.
I know. And tomorrow too, we're gonna go over like you can open up because Night Owl did an awesome job on Friday. Was it Friday or Saturday? Saturday. But going through the whole like how you level up. I mean, it's right here in the app, everybody. Right? You can see exactly what's going on. I think I'm gonna ask Night Owl to even do that a couple of times. I mean, that is great for people to know. And others. I mean, you can literally see what's happening. So yeah, we're almost there already, everybody. Yep. Oh, one more line. One more line. My crypto ventures crush the daily tasks, boost the channels to get the B-Bucks, Bolt Bucks. Invest your B-Bucks in MOBFI. Excellent. That is correct, my crypto ventures. People need to be doing that. Yes. Join the mob battle buddies, MBBs, mornings, evenings, Eastern sesh. Let's battle, have fun, and earn together. Yes. Like, subscribe, and share my crypto ventures. Yes, thank you. Yep. Appreciate it. Thank you. And yeah, it helps us all, right? Get it out there, everybody. And there you go. Like I said, they do it all day. And you want to battle with friends because you get more. Right. I know. There you go, Sid. That's 10 million. Where's FOMO Head? I know. Hey, record it and send it to him, Sid. Say he's got one tomorrow. 10 million from the Monster Restaurant Rewards, Sid. That's correct. Keep harassing them, Sid. It's okay. It's okay.
223,000 mob. Ray, that's good for 2 votes. That's good for 2 V-Bucks.
That is good, right? That's yeah, for each of the individual. That's good. That's a good find. Love it. Good stuff, man. Right on, bro. And even too, I like your idea. Maybe we if everybody participates, we'll just jump it up to 500. Yeah, for an individual.
Or if we get max participation, we get a bunch of comments, maybe we can reward 2 people 250,000 mob. Maybe we can do 3 people. We'll play around with it, but yeah, we're gonna start monetizing the community through YouTube.
100%. Awesome stuff. Thank you. Anything before we wrap it up? Do you have any announcements? Any y'all doing anything that you need to let everybody know? No? All good. Well, we're running right into the spaces after this, everybody. And I'll see you over there, right? We'll chop it up. People got shilling. They're coming over, hanging out. I got a guy I used to talk to long time ago. He was doing cool stuff with AI, and I think he wrapped it up. I don't know if he'll be on tonight or tomorrow, but a super smart guy, right? And I love that kind of stuff because, man, I heard the idea 3 years ago, and now he's built it, and very cool. So in general, I love that kind of stuff. Appreciate everyone watching. Appreciate our co-hosts. Thank you, Sal. Thank you, Snoopy. Right, you guys are awesome. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We will see you tomorrow, Taco Tuesday, and tonight we'll see you at Spaces, and we'll be there. Right, have a hangout, and let's mob it out. All right, have a good one.
Over there.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Power moves only. We don't post for free. Tapped in deep, whole squad with me. Mob don't sleep, we just raid and eat. Respect ain't talk, it's how we lead. Power moves only. I don't play to please, I play to win, and the code agrees. No middle hands, no empty trends. MOBFI rise, we don't just pretend. Started on the feed, ghost in the crowd. Scrolling through noise, but I think out loud. Tap my first job, thought this kinda clean. Then I watched a tweet turn to green on screen. Didn't need luck, I needed a lane. Didn't need hype, I needed a chain. Power for, not borrowed. It's earned, not bought. Every move coded in the lessons I caught. I paid that reas, be it I level silence. No shortcuts, just memes and defiance. Now I'm at the top of the jobs list daily. Mobs in sync and the timeline's wavy.